Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome to today's video. It's about owning a bar here in this city. What you need to consider, things that you may or may not have already thought about, and I get asked quite a few questions about running a bar and what it entails. I'm by far no means an expert at all on this. There's many people here that have forgotten more than I know. People like Stephen, he's a very knowledgeable guy. But anyway, what I thought I'd do is I'd showcase what we did here in Treetown. Treetown's an up and coming area. They've done a lot of work on it since we first came here. And let me spin the camera around. So I thought, well, let's have a wander around and showcase what they're doing and give you some examples. There's quite a few units here. So one unit that when you walk in through here, there is a unit here that I'll show you. And it's this one here on my left, up there. So to give you an idea of prices. So this unit here is an open dome. So what do you think that rents at? Well, I can tell you what it rents at. It rents at 80,000 baht per month. 80,000 baht per month. And when we had our unit here in Treetown, we had the one over there, which I'll show you in a minute. But when we had our unit here, it was a 1-year contract. So generally speaking, I think when you come here, you can only get a yearly contract, which they then revise. But having said that, what Stephen did was he got them to draw up 3 separate 1-year contracts, get them all signed off, to give you that security. Because at the end of the day, when you come to the building, 80,000 baht a month, so what you're looking at is 1 or 2 months deposit. So you're looking at 160 grand. Then you got your 80,000 baht. Then, if you walk into this building, think about all the decor, what you're going to do, security, how you're going to secure your stock, etc. There's a lot of things to take into account. Then you got your staffing and all the rest of it. So there's a lot of things that you've got to think about. So if you're outside of Treetown, normally you can negotiate a 3+3+3 year lease, which is 90,000 baht. Which is 9 years. But again, don't take that as a given. What they can do is negotiate that after the first period, they'll then review it, and you'll get a 10 or 20% rent increase. But what I do suggest you do, guys, and this one here, I want to show you this one. I don't think I can get in, but I can at least show you from the outside. But what I do suggest you do, guys, is speak to Peter at Thailand Legal Protection. I'll put a link to his business down below, and get them to check any contracts. Make sure you get your contracts checked, no matter what. But in general, so in here you're talking about a year by year. You're looking at 10% or 20% rent increase. You're looking at 1 or 2 months deposit. And this one here, who remembers this when it first opened? I came when it very first opened. It was amazing, but unfortunately, from what I'm told, up there, this was all open, and the noise level created an issue. That's what I'm told. I don't know how true it is, but it was up there. They had a big stage here. Now this rent, what do you reckon this one is? Currently, this is 337,800 baht per month. 337,800 baht per month. Now that is some turnover to make that. But it's beautiful, and there's guys in here working, so perhaps someone's taking it on. You've got an upstairs, downstairs. But when you do these kind of ventures, take into account your staffing, like what's your theme going to be? Why are you different? What makes you different? What are you going to do to attract your customers? So these are kind of things you want to think. People say, I'm going to open a bar. Okay, what are you going to do? Well, a girly bar. Well, there's already girly bars here, so what makes you different? Why are you going to be able to connect with your audience and your customers more so than what the other bars can challenge you with and take your customers away from you? And remember, with girly bars, it's a real vicious circle. If you don't get the customers, the girls won't stay. If you don't have the girls, the customers won't come. So it's a catch-22. Sports bars, yep, again, we've got a fair few here. Some very, very well established. I've got a massive clientele, massive following. So again, what makes you different? And of course, with staffing, you've got cashiers, you've got waitress services, service staff, all kinds of things to put into account. So this one here, okay, this building here, we had Escape. I'll talk to you about Escape in a minute. We had Escape and Buzzing over there. But when this place was open, hardly ever had any customers. And this one, have a guess what this one is. See if you can get the idea of the figures now. This is just an empty shell. So again, you're going to have to look at all the expenditure. Like, to give you an idea, Stephen has got Maggie Mays on the dark side. I think he ran up to about 1 million baht so far. But in here, this is totally empty, so you're gonna have to look at that. But this is 30,000 baht a month. 30,000 baht a month. And when you consider it, where are we now? I'm looking at this, 64 square meters. The swimming pool one that I just showed you, sorry, no, the very first one, the dome at the beginning down the bottom there, that was 255 square meters. And the swimming pool I just showed you was 873 square meters. So, buzzing, why did we fail? Well, I don't really give, it's very difficult. Like, the building is huge. The building is absolutely massive. It's, you know, it's 333 square meters. So what we originally were going to do was we were just going to put the buzzing bar on the roof, and then we're going to have the nightclub underneath. But then because we were making 2 businesses in one premises, they wanted to double the rent. Now back in the day, we were paying 100,000 baht per month. Now it's 130,000 baht. So, you know, we opened it up, but because of the size of the place, it was just enormous. And we never managed to get it filled up enough to make that vibe, that atmosphere. You know, don't get me wrong, we had times when it was busy, but not what we really looked for. You know, and Stephen did everything he could to try and make this a success. You know, we put upstairs seating, we did the nightclub, we made it a gents club, we made it a go-go bar, we made it a buzzing lounge, a sports bar. You know, we just tried. But at the time, when we were here, you know, all these Treetown signs and everything, they weren't there. You know, there wasn't quite the infrastructure they've got now. But you know, you give it your best shot, and the thing is, I have to be very grateful. You know, Stephen was extremely generous to me. When he set this up, we had an agreement, and the agreement was that Stephen would fund everything, and all I had to do was put people through the door and get in the buzzing, which I did at the front. At the front here, the buzzing was busy. So Stephen gave me the opportunity to come into this business without any risk. And you know, on the back of this, we then created the buzzing lounge. And the buzzing lounge is a success at the moment, touch wood, just hit myself on the head. And long may that continue. And I want to say thank you to everybody that kindly comes in and has a look at what we've got. So, you know, that has transpired, and me and Stephen have an agreement about the other place. So, about Buzzing Lounge. Here's Danny's. Danny's been here a while. He did used to have one in through the back there. Saw him made in Thailand. I'm not sure if he's still got that. And there, where's the other one? There's one other I want to show you. But you know, when you take on a bar, you've really got to have a solid plan. You do really need a solid plan. You know, guys come into the bar. I got a guy who came in recently and was talking about, I want to come over here to live. I want to retire out here. I'm going to open up a bar. And I said to him, I said, well, what are you going to do? Well, I don't know, maybe a sports stroke girly bar. You know, you can't be both. And this is what we experienced in the buzzing bar here in Treetown. We were trying to be many different things. It just didn't work. So if you're going to be a bar, be a bar. If you're going to be a sports bar, be a sports bar. If you're going to be a girly bar or go-go, you've got to stick to your guns. And once you've made your decision, you've got to give it your all. Now, one thing I say to everybody is, if I fail, I'm happy to fail only on the basis that I know that I've done everything within my power to try and make it work. But as long as I've covered everything and I haven't left any stone unturned, then at the end of the day, I just weren't good enough. It's as simple as that, really. I could never walk away from a business saying, well, yeah, I failed, but I never did this, I never did that, I should have done this, I should have done that. If you're going to throw yourself into the lion's den, give yourself every single chance possible to make a success of it. And some of these bars here are very successful. And changing the subject slightly, worst is, if you like your currywurst, get yourself in there, guys. Holy jamoli, it is just top drawer. It really is very, very nice food. But this area has changed. This side that we're walking down now has predominantly always been the busier side. The side where we were with Escape, that was always a quieter area, yet to be developed. But you know, they've done the best they can. And they've done all these, you know, these lights in here. Tremendous improvement, it really is. So if you're going to open a bar outside of Treetown, remember that normal is three-year agreement, and they call it a 3 + 3 + 3, 9 years. And they will look at potentially increasing your rent every 3 years. But as Stephen pointed out to me when I was chatting to him, you know, just because you've got 3 years and then they've got three more years and 3 more years, they can easily stop the contract at the end of the first 3 years. So make sure you've got that nailed down. Like I say, speak to Peter at Thailand Legal Protection. Now what they do have, I'll show you when we go around the front. We've got a nice little food court here. Bar D89, the cave. There's some of these smaller units, if you just walk in, you know, they're like 15, 20,000 baht a month. Not a lot of money. So what do you think? Would you take the plunge? Would you do it? I know for a fact that if I didn't have Buzzing and I didn't have Stephen, I'd never have done it. Not in a million years. Wouldn't have even come close to considering it. Simply because A, I don't know the industry. B, I've got no real niche that makes me different from everybody else. And I'm talking away from Buzzing now. And C, the hours. One of the things that I've got to say, killing me, is the hours I work. The commitment to the bar is just phenomenal. And this is the food court I'm on about. And at night time, it's really nice, really busy. You can come down here during the daytime, all types of different food, I'll show you. So we've got there your spring rolls, your chicken and cashew nuts, your Thai food, all lots of different foods. Up there, chicken Penang. Who remembers, did you see my my five must try dishes? I had Penang Mall. Oh, god damn, it was nice. And over there you got tacos, pizzas, spicy girls, Thai, Isan food. Isan food. So if you want to ask a girl in Isan, is your food nice, you say Sebbo. Sebbo. Papaya salad. I like Dam Thai. Dam Thai is really, really nice. But yeah, going back to the bar scenario, the commitment. You know, I'm in the Buzzing Lounge every day, and I come out like I do now to make my videos, but the commitment that you're going to put in, and also as well, one of the things to remember is if you are going to open a business, people associate with people. So if you've got that kind of personality where you want to be in the bar and chat to people, they are going to expect you to be there when they come. I get many people, and I'm very grateful, thank you so much, that pop in the bar, come and say hello, they follow my YouTube channel. But you know, I'm under no illusion whatsoever. Take my YouTube away, I'm just another bar, and I'd probably be bankrupt within the first 6 months. I've got nothing to offer other than the fact that I'm just another bar. Obviously with Buzzing, I'm very, very lucky. I'm very, very grateful I've got such a good following, which on the plus side means we get a lot of girls. So because you guys come in, we've got the girls, the customers. Customers are happy, they pop and say hello to me. This one here where we just started, we've done a full circle now. I think this has just been taken over. Put my camera in. This has just been taken over. I think. Or maybe it hasn't actually known the signs. Well, no, maybe it has, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. So, there we are. That's what I wanted to talk about today. So remember, Treetown at the time when we got our agreement was 1 year. Well, like I say, Stephen got 3. Their office, if you want to pop in and come to see them, you see we're there, the red sign, Sense Executive Host Bar. Just go up them steps, the black steps there. Go up them steps, and that's where their office is. Go up there and see them. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to their website. They've got a Facebook page. I'll put a link to that in the video description, and then you can get in touch. And across there's Candy. That place is absolutely banging in the evening. Really, really good. Really, really good. And you're in a good location here. And while we're here, let's have a quick look. There you go, the British pound, 43.8, euro 36.4, US dollar 33.8, and the Australian dollar, I can't see because the guy stood with his head right in the way. I can't see, hang on. He'll move out the way in a minute. Oh, he's nearly moving. Go on, give me a bit for that. Oh no, I'll move. It is, hold on, 22.32 for the Australian dollar. And up there's all your restaurants, etc. Cool, all right. So there we go, guys, there we go. What do you think? Will you do it? Are you going to take the plunge? Are you thinking of coming out here, opening up a business and staying out here long term? Like I say, guys, you know, the bar business is a tough business. It can be rewarding, but it's a tough business. You've got to think about your contract. Like I say, Thailand Legal Protection, I'll put a link down below, speak to Peter. You know, pop into the Buzzing Bar if you want to ask me any questions. I probably won't know the answers, but I'll find the answer for you. Remember that it's normally outside of Treetown, it's 3 years with a 3+3 renewal, so 9-year opportunity. You know, if you're going to go for a girly bar, you've got to damn make sure that you've got customers, because if you don't, the girls will just walk out and leave. In terms of the girls, they do 10-day contracts. So most girls do, well, I say that, some bars do monthly contracts, but for most of the majority it's 10 days, and then they get a couple of days off, and then they come back again on 10 days, etc, etc. Right, there we are. So if you're going to do a bar, I wish you all the very best in the world. I really hope you make a success of it. Right now there's a lot of bars up for sale, a lot of bars up for rent. So if you are thinking about it now, maybe, well, a very good time to do it. I really do hope that everyone makes it through the high season, what we're expecting to walk into now. I know quite a few guys have said to me already, Trev, this is it, mate. If we don't get through this high season, then we're going to be closing our doors, which I don't want to see anybody whatsoever lose their dream and their money, etc. I don't want to see that. So fingers crossed we have a good high season. Right, okay, thanks very much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, jump in our newsletter. Just send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. I'll send you out our monthly newsletter. I'll tell you what, next month I'll put the link in, at the end of this month, I'll put the link in here for the Treetown, so you can get in touch with me if you want to have a look at some of these units. And thanks very much for watching. So as always, don't forget, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. If you haven't already, have a look at Instagram. Instagram is all about the nightlife, the bars, the clubs, the girls, etc. So please follow us on there. Just type in Buzzing Pattaya and you'll see me in there. And if you want to find out about daytime, have a look at TikTok. Again, Buzzing Pattaya. But all the links are in the description. That's about hotels, restaurants, places to go, things to do. So please have a look at TikTok. And if you haven't already, join us in Discord. Discord has over 20,000 members. It's totally free of charge. It's a wealth of information. We can put lots of stuff on there. So please have a look. Thank you for that. Cheers. That's the Manal. They're selling limes. All right, I'm doing my video. Hold on. I'm going to finish. Oh no, then they put their 4 ways on it. Here, look. Yeah. There you go. What a congestion. Right, there we are. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work I do, there is a link. Please become a member on YouTube. Send me your confirmation that you're a member, and then I'll send you back access to our members only Discord, as well as you get to preview some of the videos before they come out. Right, there we are. If you open the bar, I wish you all the best in the world. Okay guys, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe.